And in business news, experts have commended President Bola Tinubu on his activities at the just concluded 78th United General Assembly. According to the co-founder CEO of Budget, Mr. Oluseun Onigbinde, the launch of the National Talent Export Program by President Tinubu on the sidelines of the 78th United Nations General Assembly will enhance diaspora remittances. Onigbinde was speaking on our flagship business show, Business Nigeria.
Clearly about the need for the renewed form of partnership between developed countries and Africa. He also spoke every day about solidarity on the African front. So I think, if you look at it from a diplomatic or from a foreign policy perspective, that was a very, very good speech to put in play at that kind of gathering. When we bring it internally, you know that there are bigger issues, much more than the kind of partnership we have between the West and our Nigeria, our African countries. I think for our environment, it was great. And if you also look at more of the conversations there, all the ministers were geared around investment.
Amid challenges in the financial sector, Dr. Yemi Cardoso steps into the role of acting governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria with a mandate to steer the nation's financial ship through turbulent waters and stabilize the country's financial sector. Also on Business Nigeria, the managing director of CPPE, Dr. Muda Yusuf, suggests ways that the newly appointed CBN governor and management team could strengthen the financial system.
Basic problem that caused all of this is the acute shortage of supply, which has now been fueled by speculative activities and the release of the financial reports. About 6 years financial reports of the CBN, they also did not quite help matters because a lot of stakeholders now started analyzing the report and seeing that the results is not as good as we thought it was. So that also further fueled the speculation. But if we're able to move along these lines, I'm sure that with time, we'll be able to stabilize the system and restore some confidence. And if we're able to get the confidence back, then we are likely to see a lot more inflows. Of course, there are structural things like the crude oil theft, the clearing of the backlog, which is also very critical.
Very critical.
Because the backlog, the president is out there, asking investors to come and all of that. But investors will do their due diligence. They want to know what is happening to foreign investors that are on ground.
And back to Lagos, the State Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Mr. Moshope Foluwa George, says the state government will focus more on provisions of social safety nets for the citizens in the 2024 fiscal year. This, he said, will entail policies and programs designed to reduce poverty, unemployment, and exposure to risk exclusion and citizens' enhanced welfare. The commissioner said this at the day 3 of the year 2024 Budget Consultative Forum held in Lagos Island of the state. The meeting is part of the state government's consultation for the 2024 budget preparation process to get inputs, requests, and submission from stakeholders across the state. Stakeholders at the meeting commended Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for the initiative of getting inputs from the citizens.
The idea is for us to be able to sort of hear from our people. So these consultative forums, we're going around all the divisions of the state. So now we're on Lagos Island to hear from them, to understand what it is they want us to budget for, to take into cognizance. So this is the third in the series. We've had one for the last 2 days. So it's to hear from the people, ensure that we're not just sitting in the office and making budget estimates, but the estimates and what we're looking at are actually things that affect the people and what they want in their particular areas.
So I really want to praise Lagos State government and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for ensuring that we have this opportunity, the Lagosians have this opportunity to make a clear input into the budget. More importantly, putting in a framework for monitoring and evaluation.
We need Lagos State government to move to the riverine area of Lagos State as well. So there is enough land there for any purpose of whatever we want to do there. At least major infrastructures, like there are some areas that have no electricity, then roads, then like hospital, jetty and the rest of it.
As a youth, I want to thank the Lagos State government for creating this avenue for us to express our mind on how they want to spend our money, because it's our right.
What we are looking at, first of all, the first thing is for Lagos State to make sector budget dashboard available for the people to see, for us to be able to have access to it.